Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome back to the video. It's been a minute since we sat down and done a beauty video, but there have been so many exciting launches already this year and we're only into February. So I felt like my first video back for 2024 needed to be what's new in beauty and testing it out. I don't know about you guys, but lately makeup's really been exciting me again. Between the Milk Makeup Jelly Tint launches that went viral and Pat McGrath's glass skin porcelain doll makeup look, it's just gotten me like really excited to create again. So let's play around with some new goodies that I have. I actually went out and purchased this new Tarte product. This is the Key Largo Glow Bronzing Drops. I've been mixing it in with my Tower 28 SOS moisturizer, and I've been doing this before anything else in my makeup routine, and I actually love these bronzing drops. I feel like they really do a good job at evening out everything. With this Tower 28 SOS moisturizer, you literally only need a little bit. Like, this might even be too much, honestly, because it's such a thick and supple moisturizer. Then I just kind of drop these droppers. I drop the bronzing drops and then just go right on in. So the thing about this one that Tarte dropped, comparing it to Drunk Elephant, this one feels more like it's makeup based rather than skincare based, like the Drunk Elephant one. So if you're looking for bronzing drops that are just a little bit more full coverage, I would recommend these from Tarte. I actually really like this. I like the formula a lot, and I think it does a good job at just evening out everything. For the longest time, there hasn't been any new brow products out there that have like excited me besides the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. That gel could seriously fix my entire life's problems. But we have a new product from Benefit. It is called Precisely My Brow Detailer. Now this, like, I cannot stress enough how tiny this little brow pencil is. Like, it reminds me of like a mechanical pencil back in the day. Let's try it out for the first time. I've never tried this, so new product alert, first time using alert. Oh my god, I'm like scared I'm gonna break it. Okay, so you can apply a decent amount of pressure. Like, I was a little bit nervous, but oh no, I just broke it. Okay, so only have a little bit rolled up. That's probably what my issue was. I love how precise you can make these strokes though. Wow, like, hello. For me, since really all I'm doing is detailing my brows, I feel like this is a great brow pencil for me because I'm not really messing around too much with the shape. Another drop from Benefit, we have Precisely My Brow Wax, and this one comes in different shades, like almost like the Gimme Brow, because at first I was kind of like, well, what's the difference between Fluff Up Brow Wax and Precisely My Brow Wax? But this one has color, this one doesn't. I'm gonna use shade 4 and let's see how it does. I'm very intrigued by this. Ooh, okay. It doesn't feel too stiff. Like, it feels like it's almost nourishing my brows, which is nice. Ooh, I really like this. Benefit really is like the queen of brows though, so are we surprised? Let's do this side. Okay, so like this is very pigmented. I almost feel like this on its own is gonna be my new jam, you know? Like, it works so well. This is definitely a more full coverage brow than what I'm used to, so next time I'm definitely gonna be more interested to see what the brow wax looks on its own. I feel like that could be kind of like my go-to. To be honest with you guys, there really hasn't been any new eyeshadows or eye products that have come out, so I think we're just gonna keep the eyes kind of little natural moment, and let's just go right on into foundation. I have the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow, and I also have the About Face. I'm kind of like torn between the two. I don't know which one to use. I know the HD Skin Hydra Glow is definitely gonna be more for the like dewy natural girls, and the About Face one I've kind of seen go viral on TikTok, so I'm kind of like, what should I do? Since I've already used the Makeup Forever one, I kind of want to do a true first impressions. So let's go on in with this new one from About Face. It's called The Performer, and this is Halsey's brand. I bought the shade LM1 Warm. I know I have a warm undertone. Hopefully I did a good job at picking this out. It might be a little bit too light for me, but that's okay. We can darken it up. I love the applicator. Anything that makes foundation easy to apply like this already wins me over concealer just because I hate squirting shit out on the back of my hand and then having to apply it and then just having shit everywhere. You know what I mean? I hate when makeup just becomes kind of messier than what you want it to be. Let's just see what we got going on here, all right? Ooh, should I use my new Makeup Forever brush? I got it engraved at the event. Sag bitch, how you doing? So let's use this new brush. It's kind of shaped like a teardrop. So let's go on in and buff this out. Lately, I've just been applying my foundation with brushes just because I feel like it's easier, less messy, all the things, you know, all the things. So I feel like this is a matte foundation, or at least it's like the way that I'm applying it makes me feel like it's matte. This is like matte and pretty good coverage too. I've been having like a little perioral dermatitis breakout in this corner of my chin that I cannot get rid of, and it's driving me nuts because if you have perioral dermatitis, you know it's like itchy and it burns and it's really sucks. So I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go pay my derm a visit, because when you can't get it to go away on its own with like zinc and other like azelaic acids and things like that, you need antibiotics, which sucks. I hate going on antibiotics. Honestly, I feel like this did a pretty good job with the whole coverage situation. Like I think this is definitely like medium coverage, medium to full coverage for sure. So yeah, I would definitely say this has more of a matte finish. I don't know like what it's being advertised as, but just like on my dry skin, it definitely feels more matte. I'm gonna try to build it up in this area here where like some of my freckles are peeking through, or I say freckles, it's probably melasma if I'm being honest. If we're being honest with ourselves, it's probably melasma, but hey, that's for another day. First impressions on this foundation, I actually think it looks really, really nice. For the amount of coverage that it has, I do feel like it's not cakey and not like super uncomfortable to wear. I love how thin it feels on my face. I feel like what we've seen this year a lot, especially with foundation launches so far, is that a lot of these products have been formulated to be extremely lightweight, which, hey, I love. So for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the new We're Even concealer from Fenty. I have been using this now for a little bit over 2-3 weeks, and I have to say it's like quickly become one of my new favorite concealers, and I love that it's super hydrating, especially on my dry skin. And sometimes with hydrating concealers in general, I feel like they can be not as full coverage, but this is a really nice coverage in my opinion. I love that just because it's hydrating, we don't have to sacrifice the coverage of it. I always tried to like let my concealer sit for a minute or so, dry down a little bit, just because I feel like it helps with the coverage of things, especially since for me, as I'm getting older, I notice my dark circles, if you will, they're kind of more towards the inner corners of my eyes. It's so crazy how much concealer I used to apply back in the day. Like, what was I even doing? I didn't even need that much. But hey, that was 2016 glam for ya. I'm gonna take the sponge, and then whatever is left on the sponge, I just drag out. But majority of where I want this coverage is on the inner corners, which looks pretty good. It blended really nicely with the Halsey foundation. The two are working together pretty well. So KVD Beauty just dropped these bronze and sculpt duos. I actually got the exclusive look on it, okay? I was like so honored they chose me to really try and sample these products before anybody else, and I was giddy about it, okay? So what they basically told us is that when you're working with these products specifically, you want to warm them up first with your finger. You want to break the little barrier. So the contour shade is the cool tone and the bronzing shade is the warm tone. So with the contour shade, now I'm telling y'all right now, you do not need a lot, okay? Like that's more than enough. That might even be too much. And I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna start to blend this in. One really cool thing that I learned about this product is that it sets on its own. So you don't necessarily need to use powder to set this if you don't want to, which I feel like is gonna be really nice for the dry skinned gallies out there like myself, because you know, sometimes powder can really make things look cakey on dry skin. So right off the bat, you can really tell how nice that cool tone shade is on my skin. Like it does a great job at just accentuating your cheeks. And on this side even too, like, oh, it looks so good. So now I'm gonna go in with the bronzing side, and basically for the bronzing side, I'm just gonna apply this a little bit higher up than we did our contour, and that way it blends all in together. And let's just use the same brush. That looks so good. If you ever feel like you applied too much, you can always go go in with your sponge and kind of buff out where you want it to. But overall, I feel like this just, it looks so natural and so pretty. I really, really, really like this. Wow. Oh yeah, that is a hit. For blush, we have the blush duos from KVD Vegan Beauty. And I learned a really cool technique from the makeup artist Gina that was kind of showing us how to use these, because at first I was like, how is that a blush shade? Like, it doesn't, the math ain't mathing. So the way that she showed it is basically you use this color as like the base layer. And so you kind of just apply it a little bit lower on your cheeks than you normally would. And you can go in with a sponge, a brush, whatever product you like to just blend it out. And even that on its own is so natural and pretty looking. Like, for those of you who are intimidated by blush, I think that this color is really gonna be nice. And if you want to amp it up a little bit more, take the pink color and apply this a little bit higher on the cheekbones and blend it in with your sponge. And the way that the two just like melt together is so beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty, especially since we're now seeing like a lot of trends with blush and blush kind of like underneath the eyes. I just feel like this is such a pretty color. There's also another color I want to play around with. It's this one. This compact to me is like so pretty. Oh, especially like this one right here looks gorgeous. So I want to build on top of what we already have. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add that and blend it out and just like get our blush blushing, you know? I think the coolest thing about this product is that you really can layer these blushes on. It looks so pretty together. You can like just customize your blush shade in any way that you want. And obviously I like to add a lot of blush. It's my personality, so you don't need to add as much as I'm doing. I just love blush. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with my Laura Mercier Ultra Blur setting powder, and I use my Huda Beauty Puff. Definitely need to set these under eyes because your girl is animated as hell. So let's go on in and blend this little shit out, shall we? I really like the way that the Halsey foundation is wearing. The about face. I keep calling it the Halsey. I'm gonna set my eyes as well because I got wrinkly ass eyelids that are really annoying. One of these days I'm gonna have to have that eyelid surgery because right now, even right now, like my eyelids themselves are so heavy. Like my eye doctor literally told me I needed to get that eyelid surgery because I was asking her for this product, Upneek, and she was like, I don't really like prescribing that. It basically just opens your eyelids more. And she was like, I don't like prescribing that. I think you should just get the surgery. And I was like, ma'am, that is terrifying. I don't want to just go get the surgery. So now I have to find another eye doctor. So with this foundation, even though I said to you guys that it feels like it's more matte, I do feel like I need to set it. So I'm going to go ahead and just set the entire face very lightly. Like there's barely any powder even on this brush. So I'm just kind of lightly setting everything. I don't like how dark my brows look right now. They look a little crazy. You crazy girl. Okay. I don't know. I think I did my brows a bit too dark. You live and you learn. I ain't going anywhere. Who cares? It's just you guys. No big deal. I got sent these new Tower 28 lippies, so I thought it would be fun to try them out. I could do some swatches, like maybe let's swatch them all. Why not? This one is called Aren't You Glad We Have Each Other? Oh wait, never mind. That's not what it's called. This one is just Blood Orange Vanilla. That was what the PR package said. Whoops. Okay, let's go. These are a lot more pigmented than I thought. Okay, Tower 28. Wow. Oh my god. Wait, I kind of love these. The only thing I would say is like the applicator, like I wish it kind of had more of a groove for my lips. And it tastes amazing. It's like an orange vanilla. Ooh, this one I think might just be clear. Yes. So this one is just regular clear if you don't want to have a tinted one, which I like because sometimes you don't want to have a tinted one, okay? Like if it's just an everyday situation. Then we have this purple one. It's called Ube. Babe, am I saying that? Ube. U-B-E. Ube? Ube? I don't know. Anyway, let's try it on. Dude, these are so pigmented. Oh my god, they smell amazing too. Wow. I am so impressed with these. I was not expecting this. I'm shook right now, if you couldn't tell. Then we have Dolce de Leche. This one might be my fave, I can already tell. The smell alone literally is Dolce de Leche. I wish there was smell-o-vision. I will literally want to eat it. Oh my god, it literally smells like the Porto's Dolce de Leche cookies. Oh my god. Dude, I don't know how more people aren't talking about these. Like, I know that there's been a lot of lip launches, but these are like my favorite product I've tried all day. And then the last one we have is Watermelon Kiwi, and it's a light pink. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love this color. I can't pick a favorite. I can't. It's between this one and the Dolce de Leche. Okay, Tower 28. I am so impressed. And they're so comfortable. They're not sticky. They're not anything like that. They're like, my mind is blown. I'm speechless. Wow, guys, I feel like the star of the show was definitely these Tower 28 lippies. Like, I am so impressed with them. I love them. And also, like, the About Face foundation, I think it's really nice, but I do think it was a little bit overhyped. I don't know. Like, it is nice, but it's not, like, jaw-dropping, like... Like, honestly, I feel like out of all the things that I tried today, it was the least exciting thing. I loved the KVD blushes. I loved the bronzer and the Tower 28 lippies. Like, would I wear this foundation again? I don't know. If I knew what I knew right now, I wouldn't have gone out and bought it, if that helps. It's not like my super, super favorite foundation. Like, honestly, I think the Kylie Cosmetics one is better. I loved the Kosas BB Burst. The Makeup Forever Ultra Skin is really good. This is the Hydra Skin. And I don't know. Out of all the foundations that have dropped this year so far, I have to say that this one isn't like my most favorite. It's not. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Your girl is back. Let me know what else you guys want to see on here besides beauty videos, because I feel like as I'm trying to get back into YouTube and progress my YouTube channel, I feel like I don't want to just be doing beauty. So if there's any requests or anything that you guys want to see from me, definitely let me know down below. But yeah, this is the finished look. My favorite was definitely the Tower 28 lippies. Like, I'm shook by how great they are. So definitely check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.